Oh, who will blink first? Who will break? As we send in the 5-man attack, it's going to be the CTs defending here. Towards headshot we go, and they're being dealt out in buckets and spades here. Glaive, Farlig, and Config join the fragging rags, and it's looking all too easy for Astralis here. Just Floppy remains. That slow, composed approach comes crumbling down around them, and at this point is looking for any sort of souvenir kills, Chatter. You might even need knifed here. And there we have it.
I'm disappointed. The Julies didn't get any action. Astralis. Promo blows down Banana. JT with the AK out. In-game leader action here as JT will dispatch a Glaive. Config with the trade back, but look at the space. This is a huge gap, and they're not ready for the AWP. Hauser, perfect play.
That is great. It's Config now, stuck between a rock and a hard place. The bomb's in front of him, though, however. Thang on very low HP, needs to be incredibly careful with. Config gets both of these kills, they're in a lot of trouble. Does the swing come out? Apparently not. Config changes his efforts here, but surely going to be dead momentarily.
How is he still alive? There's no pressure coming from Banana at all.
Please go down. That was looking a little bit troublesome there for the CompLexity side, but you're right. They spot that gap, they capitalize upon it. For not if he goes down, definitely doesn't. Floppy doesn't predict it. Another HE coming through. Luckily, doesn't connect as well. The man advantage, and zipx will just be deploying that smoke back to his teammate to allow him to buy some more time. He's using the pixel peek. And there's a smoke. JT's efforts. I was about to say thwart. It's actually a terrible smoke as well. He lines them up, knocks them down, and that's the B bomb side wide open. Couple of mistakes there.
Yeah, bringing sexy back early here. Mr. JT, he's in the building. Nice nade. Glaive knows that he needs to stay quick on this, and Config's actually found a freebie, so hold up a second. This one's got more to be said. He wants to get on this smoke, but it's in the flames.
In the open, he's hit a couple of bangers so far. Can he keep it up? He absolutely can. That's his third kill of the round. It looks like it could be enough. Down to the 2-on-2. Config retaken from Coffins. They have no kit though, Chad.
It's a bit of an issue here. Farley needs a pep in the step. They're both going to take the swing. This is Config's chance to initiate, and he can't get it done. Grim will win the round. Might even want to get that all for Hauser, but great stuff.
Привет, зритель! Сейчас я на Skinbox. Это лучший сайт по дропу CSGO, на котором есть много разных кейсов, которые мы сейчас будем открывать. Не забывай при регистрации вводить промокод SMOG. Он даст плюс 30% к пополнению. Давайте откроем кейсы Бумыча. Это отличный плюс. Еще на сайте есть бесплатные кейсы. Открываем. Теперь апгрейд. Шанс 60%. Отлично, мы снова выиграли. Откроем еще одни кейсы и пойдем в контракт. Ну, тут мы ушли в ноль, но в целом Skinbox порадовал нас отличными скинами. Залетай на Skinbox и не забывай вводить промокод. Ссылка будет в описании.
Very aggressive, but JT again. He's been putting in the deathmatch hours, it seems.
Yeah, he looks sharp. So round 6, it was looking like a lock-in for CompLexity, but now a few question marks around it. 3 rifles in total though. Config with the AK-47, still healthy as you like, 100 HP. They're contained to the pit for now. They need to find access towards the A bomb site. Can they get it? zipx trying to provide the covering fire, but with no armor, he takes a lot of damage there.
Oh, and the smoke's starting to fade. This is Config's chance. The bomb would have been at his feet, but Grim clotheslines him, and maybe that's enough. They really want to consider looking in here. The elbow spotted, the shot taken, and just blame the man who saved, saving again. Towards B, they might have to force the issue here, so through the fire, through the flames, and into a fight. They've gotten something out of it this time round, as Config and Zip will both produce.
It's a scrappy affair, but ultimately it will be Astralis coming out on top as they claim Banana. Kills. That's the kind of one and done. That will not do. There's the first and the second, so, well, I take it all back, Chad. It's a multi-kill position sometimes, and you can get 3 headshots if you try your best.
But it's always a temperature check with Config, right? This is the thing. This guy is inconsistent. That's Config's brand, being inconsistent. He can start to turn the screws here. It's going to be still Zip over towards B with Blame, who's ahead of the half wall. Not anybody over towards the logs just yet. It's going to be the deep.
Nice work.
Sendry just to clear out close, and that might be enough here. Scratching their head with 30 seconds left. They have to go into this passive stance. Glaive and Config bunker down in towards the pit. Oh, and even time with the one-way. Floppy, what are you meant to do? Jump out, not cleared, not heard. Now there's some issues. It's just the one man in the pit being peppered away. There's flashes to hold him at bay. And over the top comes Grim. He's going to put Glaive in a grave. Oh, Glaive!
He's fighting back here valiantly, trying to buy time, but they'll eventually find him. And, oh, can he close things out? He absolutely can. A captain's performance there from Glaive.
Gets a spot, so the full alert is there, and so is the rotation. Everybody from Astralis to party on A.
No one connecting the shots so far. Glaive will finally land one, but it's still a 4-on-3 advantage towards CompLexity. Do they go towards spawn? Do they try and challenge that position? It looks like yes. is the answer. flamie, though, takes care of him, no problem whatsoever. 3-on-3, 35 seconds. They're committing towards the A side. JT, low HP, will take the bait, and it's floppy to hit. A tremendous shot there. Farley needs a double, but only good for one, and that's leaving flamie, as we've mentioned a few times here. He'll be holding towards the banana area. He's in a 2 versus 1 with the kit, but no utility. But still, worth a go.
He's rerouted, right? They knew it was over towards Arch. This is the thing. CompLexity, as soon as they saw glaive and Blame's name in the feed, they know that they've made the wrong call on the site here. The penny drops, but they've been able to trade into this. Blame would have to pull off a massive clutch here. JT, very susceptible, might have to keep his head tucked until the first fight is taken, and he swings out, gives Blame the jewel. Now he just has to isolate the last flight. It's floppy. He's on the box, and Blame's going to get it done. That was easy.
Easy as you like. Apparently, he walks in and knows exactly. What do you think about this?
I think that the Mac 10's not there, so I hate it.
That's true. Yeah, that's a good point.
Let's give it a go, shall we? Out we go. Falling into place as that's the bomb. We'll take that one on the balcony. Thank you.
Well, now they're going to get naded to hell and back, smoked out of position. You're right there. That was the worst weapons for the job. You want the Mac 10s up front.
Good look from ASTRALIS, right? It was hard to kind of pin where these teams were at. We know there's a whole bunch of names in this group who we haven't seen play, Mao's being one of them. We obviously have Ents coming later today. You throw Heat as a bit more of an unknown quantity into the mix as well. So this group is up for question, but ASTRALIS are already giving us some answers, and everybody staying alive. 2 is going to peek back out, and that's what we're looking for. Sends them towards the short side, and this repeat from Farley. Beautiful stuff. Silver platter now for ASTRALIS as the repeats keep coming. And the Farley story has another tail as Floppy. He's got to have his between the legs, tuck on back and get on out of dodge.
That's what we're looking for. Just hitting the shots that really count. Nothing too flashy. No flicks required. Good positioning. Bides his time. Hits all 3. And Floppy, the captain, boosted up. We'll see whether he can spray them down here. Good opportunity. They haven't checked it, but there will be the reply very quickly there. And it looks like CompLexity have done enough. 3 versus 2. They isolate the player towards Coffins. zywoo will throw the grenade in return, with the bomb will go down no problem. Config coming in from the flanks here towards Banana. They've established a nice setup here. Great shot from Holzerk. That shuts it down. And presumably the round is over, but Config's onto something here. He's got himself an incendiary. Will lob it in towards new boxes. The flashbang will come over as well. Has to hit this first shot cleanly.
Oh, the pre-fire taps here, looking for these heads. The hardest part is the AWP on the close left. He knows it has to be somewhere nearby, and Holzerk will strike. 10-5, CompLexity's map choice here.
Real estate here towards B. There's nothing Floppy can do.
Nothing at all here. Has to hope he gets greeted ahead. He spots one. I love the little movement right there to bait him across, but look at the totem stack on the coffins. They're going to be able to go, well, 2 for 1 in favor of CompLexity here, and Grim hits a banger. It's just Config. He's coming from CT spawn. He's been identified as well. They just need to defuse the bomb. It's going to be a 10-second defuse. Config's knocked off the first. The tree kill is the next. He's got time for this. He's got time to push in and deny. He thinks he's faking it. He's going to sit it. And in his face, Floppy wins the round. But only just for CompLexity here.
Balls of steel for Floppy. Config could have just ran around the corner and taken it. They've to lead the charge, as you would expect. And Floppy just trying to be a nuisance here towards the new boxes. He's actually doing a very good job of holding them off for now, but it's back to a 3-on-3.
Deep smoke. They have
very
to come
deep
banana.
Smoke. Yeah, well, they will be. Absolutely true. 1 flashbang between them, but it's incredible pace. The flash will have to go over. They'll send the rifles in. And we have got Farley very low indeed. There's the flashbang. Here comes the swing. Can they capitalize upon this? They once had the advantage, but it's slipping away from them now. flamie brings the round ever closer in favor of ASTRALIS. Grim and Fang remain. They do not have a kit currently. They're doing damage here towards the coffins, but time is of the essence. Past the halfway point now. It looks like their chances are running thin, Chad. Might just have to give in. Fang waits patiently towards the pool position, but Farlig surely takes him down. Got the information here, and there it is. That's going to conclude. And a very good job from ASTRALIS there. Spotting that gap towards CT spawn. The banana split comes in eventually. Not the cleanest finish, but they get the job done.
Yeah, it was handled like
down some utility from the CT side. And maybe yield some headshots, as that's a remarkable shot from Config.
There's one thing we tend not to do against an eco, and that's pick T-stairs with an AWP.
True. Fair enough.
I know that it sounds crazy. The AWP should always beat the pistols, but it's a deagle, guys. It's a deagle. One of the most iconic guns in the history of the game. It's crazy. Watch what it does. This is the showcase.
Don't give him another one.
You guys want a deagle? It only costs $700. Get one of your own. Get yourself an AWP. Get a couple more deagle kills. Pick up that AWP and kill everybody, because right now, Config looking to destroy the hopes and dreams. The Force by Wars were meant to be over.
This wasn't even a force buy, Chad. This is just P250 deagle, no armor.
didn't have the best player at the time.
Yeah, they did leave that key bit of information out there. Like, Simple wasn't on the server, and it was a best of one. But yeah, it's still confident. If you don't say it, it's still going to boost the confidence. You don't mention those parts.
Well, this is JT again, and if he can just keep killing everybody, there might be a chance here for the in-game leader. 3-on-4, space. Well, they've got a bit to work with. Zip needs to hit this shot. He has a full bag of util that's now all for naught. So that is going to be a little bit of a stiff ending for him as Config wants to be the space maker here. We'll have to do a lot of work with that flash and through. A good team play there from CompLexity. This one isn't done yet. Yeah, I don't think we're expecting Farley to get a whole lot done with the AWP. They could change the script, and nobody seems too ready for this. Farley's AWP does strike again, the push through, and now B should be open for business. The last two marooned on A on an island. Looking for Tom Hanks.
Any sort of damage he can. There's a decent flashbang though. That's from Halzerk on the rotation. Throws out from spawn, but the defending players go down. Back to a 3-on-3, an even kill, and Halzerk makes himself known. He'll need some fortune here. A no-scope through the smoke is the only thing that will do, and there's no saving at this point, Chad. They have to go for it to survive here on Inferno.
All right, well, the flash from Fang is going to be the way back in. That's been lobbed down. It's the AWP Halzerk that needs to be able to activate here from the Coffin's position, and he's already dead as a doorknob. Zywoo taking him down. Farley peeks out. He's gone. A 2-on-2 still as a nade lands at the feet here. They're just going to stand and fight. It's Zip to get this one done, and time is starting to tick further and further. Zip's under so much pressure. They're charging him down. 6 bullets in the gun. He needs to get both kills here. And Zip, the clutch minister, guess what? Oh, dear.
How's he alive?
Is there time for this? The clock comes out. Zip, he's going to do it. Rolling up back the years. And that's going to be 17 kills in total. 16 rounds.
Down towards lower. Rotation's coming through. There's Blame Though. Takes the dual Berettas out of the hands of Halzerk, and indeed they're actually changing this round completely. Towards upper we go, and this is going to be a massive issue for Grim and Co.
Oh, that is a huge problem. And now these dual Berettas in enemy hands can just lock down this key choke point. There's no way back in towards the ramp room. Blame F executing, looking for the fourth, and he's going to get a gift. The big man, the ace. Farley is going to steal it. Seeing what happens when the Romans aren't happy, and a happy chappy is Blame. Initiating this topside swing through the smoke. 2-4, and it is Floppy from the top road. Let's see what he can get done. The tag of the Flames is good for one. The trade is there, and
hang on.
He has been overlooked here.
He's got the AK-47 as well, and too many players to deal with. He's overwhelmed, but Halzerk might get the headshot here. Isn't required. That's absolutely massive. He steps up, and the round looks like it's completely over, and steals it away. We go 1-1. We'll see if he can continue that trend here. Tested.
Nope.
With the AK-47, need to be careful here, Fang. Keep it clean. You can't go down as well. Well, you might do. They're swarming him now towards credit card at the same time, and luckily doesn't take any damage, but you can see the Deagle's still a bit of a nuisance here. Floppy trying to answer back, but the smoke will remove his vision for now. Scrambling now, the CTs.
This is the issue while they try and deal with... Oh!
Here he comes again, the Grim Reaper.
These bloody Deagles, they're not going to get away from these, are they? They're just scampering. They're trying to get some real estate. Sure, Fang is the only one that can put up a fight, but bomb is down. Time is of the essence. This might be the shot. Back of the head with the Deagle right here into the vent. Grim on notice. I think they should consider the save here. How's Grim meant to get out of this? He's slinked in towards the decon door. Sure. Fang's also pressing forward. Fang, he can take a fight here. That is an essential kill on the Glaive. Starting to initiate now. Grim, no kit for this. He's tapped the bomb. Halfway gone. Swings out, call clear, but still just one player to find. They have to knock Blame off. They have to get Blame done now. I don't think there's going to be time for the defuse here. He's done enough. Blame's done more than enough. The kills are beautiful work. 7-1 for Blame in the early stages.
The top of that hut to do considerable damage. It will be required here, but no kills found so far. Who will open things up? It's going to be Config, JT to chime in as well. Remember, Grim's still on top of the hut, yet to be detected, and here he comes, looking for multiple kills here. He will find them. It's still going to be a 1 versus 1. Ali versus Halzerk, but he comes up towards the vents with the AWP. 8 seconds remaining, has to go for the plant, and that means he can encroach in his position, but it's going to be close range AWP, and I think he's got it. There's no way Ali can know. We'll spot him though, surely he spots him.
Sees the leg. Surely one of the teammates saw the leg. Farley now, he knows what the player is. Halzerk on the side, up close and personal, but wow.
1-on-1, and it's going to be Blame F forcing the issue here towards upper. JT will get the kill through the smoke. That's towards Squeaky Door, and once again it's Grim on top of the hub. Being an absolute nuisance here, but Config ducking and diving around the bomb side. Brings it back to a 3-on-3. Smoke towards main. Bang. Nothing he can do for now. The bomb should be planted momentarily, but a spam can come through towards main entrance. As the bomb is planted, default plant, and the retake will be difficult. They've got a couple of flashes, an incendiary. If they throw it on Config's position, they're onto something.
Another smoke towards main is going to buy even more time here. That one's a bad
Best
throw.
smoke, though.
Yeah, it's got a big gap on the left-hand side here for Fang to work with, and flamie might just offer himself up. He's realized that there's a gap right now. Fang flirting with coming through, making himself seem bigger than he is. That flash forward, they're blind, they're coming out. Heaven off of that flop, he's been able to profit. Fang's found one as well. This is a good retake. They drop down on just enough HP. They will scoop up the kit, and they will definitely get the defuse, but well to get them into a better form. But Fang right now, you wanted a big moment. This is his chance. 2, locked down. The molly comes. 3 for Fang, just biting down hard, and the 4th is there. Beautiful stuff from the Canadian.
Well, there we have it, Jad. I wanted a big play from him, and he certainly delivers on all fronts. That is massive. He manages to get 4, and he's on for the ace here as well. The bomb's down towards Secret, and we'll see whether he can convert this one. Certainly fancies it. You can't blame him. Speaking of blame, that's going to be him on the other side, and there it is. That's going to be a highlight moment for him, for sure. That's absolutely fantastic. Alzerk should have a frag here, and indeed he does. Glaive will be dropped. It's up to zipx. Move the M4. Oh, I think they probably spotted him.
They know he's there. Yeah, this is perfectly placed. He'll have to extinguish. Dancing through the flames. Come on, Fang.
He can do this. He can actually pull this one off, I dare say. He's low HP now, and he's done enough, I suppose, considering he was spotted. This deagle kill is everything. Config needs to work out whether it's worth trying to pick up the rifle, but down to the 2-on-2. JT closes the door. Huge advantage here for CompLexity. There's both ASTRALIS players now on the window side.
Ali needs to go around the world. He needs to try and locate that drop rifle. That's going to be the only way in, because Zip, sure, he's got this gun in his hands, but he can't do this alone.
Yeah, you're absolutely right there. Of course, they have kits, but no smokes to throw on top of the bomb here, so the rifle will be recovered. A chance is. zipx makes himself known from the window.
Hello.
Swings it open, and there it is. The rifle, it's done everything and more, and it has to be said, Chad, that play towards ramp from Floppy has led them to this detrimental situation. Getting nothing there, not surviving. The key of ramp, if you are overwhelmed, is in sort of an anti-flash position. Not anymore.
Oh, no.
He catches a face full of it. The flashbang and the ledge. Bang beneath him. Grim needs a double kill. Not going to happen. But Alzerk, remember, he's been here the entirety of this round. 10 seconds remaining, Chad. This is the kill that really matters. And where is Fang? He is nowhere to be seen. The bomb will be planted. There was a chance there for sure. Through, though. Might not matter. Need to drop down now. This is where you want to escape.
He's got help coming, so maybe he wants to stand and fight here with a teammate. Fang's starting to swoop in as well and just beelining straight for this position, but a defensive smoke. Look at this play. Flame trying to buy himself some time, a safety raft of sorts. Glaive, an absolute nuisance here. He knows that 2 players rotated to ramp. He knows that he can start to take some territory back. Config, Farley, and Glaive to break the hearts of CompLexity here. Oh, the timing is going to be so miserable. Glaive's going to come up and just pip him. Bosh.
Yep.
That one.
On the handrail as well. Advantageous angle. Players down towards lower. Just JT defending now, and that should be all she wrote for round number 12. Both players down and lower. That's Floppy and Fang. They don't stand a chance.
I kind of want...
Get a full center towards outside. 3 players here. Ready for battle, but I dare say they are going to be in a lot of trouble. Now, Grim. He might be able to get the 3rd here. This would be a big kill, but can't quite connect him. It's still an even kill.
Yeah, didn't really favor Farley's chances there. So an equal exchange just means this mid-round is the most curious. If Zip wins the fight over towards ramp here against that of Floppy, that's an avenue to get that bomb down. So this duel for Floppy is a very important one here, and as against Zip, he will win it. That's an important test. Clearer and clearer, but it's all the ruse. Now back at the side, spotted the CT vent, swings. It's Grim to eliminate that of Blame, and now Farley knows that he can go down the fireman's pole. Needs a quick escape here. He might be able to get a plant out of this, but I'd say that's about it.
You say that, Chad, but there's always a chance.
Give him the beans, Hank.
We'll see what he can do with this one. The AWP lines up towards ramp, and he's got players all around him at this point. Time is of the essence, need to tuck himself in. He's got a couple of flashbangs to work with here. The first shot will be successful. Can he make the second? He absolutely can. Down to the 1 versus 1, and the AWP at range could be the best weapon for the job. Floppy will shut him down, Chad, but we had a moment there. I think that's to recover the other one. Okay, no utility required here. Floppy has been pantsed a couple of times now in round.
He has been getting bullied ever so slightly here. A defensive smoke to stall out this secret crawl is the best thing I have to report right now, because from above, Config will strike Fang in the dirt, and that saved AWP as well. They didn't get into a bomb site, and they have all 5 kills, all 5 staying alive.
The lobby. Smokes will enable a drop down towards the vents, and there it is, an equal trade for now. They'll find an AK-47, but Glaive can hear them running around, scampering in towards that lobby, and I guess they might have a couple of kills here.
Flame's still activated, though. He's gotten down the vent during all of this. He needs to be most worried about Fang, who he doesn't realize... Oh, actually, he should realize now, because he's just heard that smoke, Henry. As he comes around the corner here, Mr. Blame should be... Oh, Oh, not good for the kill. Uh-oh. The MP9 strategy, it's a matchmaking classic, it might pay off.
AWP in hand, and well, that's going to be. I'm glad I did give that time to stew towards Floppy. Here come the dual Berettas, though. Oh my goodness gracious me! Glaive mowing them down there. Another one for the scrapbook. Put it in there. It's hungry. Oh, but he does get wrecked. There it is. Quite a simple procedure in the end. Well, there was a chance of a big mow down. That's not meant to be. Man advantage for CompLexity. Can they hold on to it, though?
This is going to be it. Glaive steps out. The flash is good. Farley, he's going to eat that one. Both eyes as the trading onto the site efficient, and the other two individuals there are on the lower side of things. Blame and Zip well out of position here. Thought they had all the information they required, but I guess...
And there it is. Floppy bouncing back.
Ooh, Blame's heard this. He knows there's one in warehouse. This is a very difficult position to maneuver here where Blame is, right? Because
it's surrounded.
You drop back, you know where the fight's coming from, you go forward, you walk into a fight. So that's the gun dealt. They know that the biggest weapon is on the floor now. It's this next gun round which is the key. If CompLexity are able to... Hold up a second, Glaive. You've got to kill when you're in lobby, and the AK not too far off from a third there. Did make me stall for a moment, and saw a chance for another fight here. It's a Zip Deagle, so I'm not crazy concerned, but maybe I should be. Maybe I really should be. Halzok's on 7 health. This Deagle just needs to hit anywhere on the body, and oh, the turnaround with 1 shot left. Imagine the scenes.
God, there would be...
His way around to get up the heavens. That could be the difference maker as they're starting to search out Squeaky. Grim, the point man of this. He's spotted one towards the site. Will win the duel. Glaive goes down. It's Config up in the rafters, and he has to do it all. Config has to get every kill required here because Farley, as mentioned, is on the lower side of the map and will have to save. Well, 11 to 10. We could be going to 3.
We could be. That's a 4 and 5 conversion.
A change of pace. Out they walk. Fang straight in for a fight. Config is going to stall them out here as 2 have made it down the vent. At least that's some space, or was it? Straight into Zip, who's already ready and waiting for this. He's going to grab another kill. The bomb in the vent here. Zip's done a great job.
Yeah, the timing's... Farley's dead. No 2 ways about it. Apparently not, though. No scope will do. Using the bayonet on the end of the AWP there, it will be enough. And JT, maybe a souvenir frag. Take one home. As he's left in a 3 versus 1. Bomb towards the vent still. Oh, that was looking very likely for a headshot, but not meant to be. Makes up for it on the second interaction and needs to be careful if Farley hits the shot, though. And finally, ASTRALIS will post a gun round here.
Now, and well, JT's aware of the one-way first 2 kills come in. Glaive does find Grim, and as I mentioned, I think there was a gap on the main smoke. I don't know how else Glaive would have found that frag.
Well, this one's starting to unfold, and finally a very clean round. Bit of a gap here. This could be interesting. He'll get the opening frag as well. I dare say the second. That's going to be round. We'll see if Blame F can make anything of it. There has been significant damage, but it's not worth it anymore.
There's a lot of nades available, so one of the keys is if they can find a nade kill onto Fang or 8 as far as opening exchanges is concerned.
What's going on here with the AWP?
Well, a lot. Farley means dangerous. He's getting real dangerous. 1 done, dead. The fight on the side, though, that's where the real action is. It's going to be Config and Glaive in tandem getting a couple of kills here. It's a 2-on-3, sorry. A 1-on-3. Maths is hard, and so's this for JT. He's dead. 21 kills for Glaive, 15 on the board, and maybe the save was worth it after all. There's a kill for Farley. He has to hit this shot. Has to hit this, and he does. So they're going to now accelerate. You want to try and pressure ramp in this environment. You know the AWP can't be there to help them. So apply pressure to Zip, who's been having a go at things.
Oh, he's timed this very well, Chad. He's made things uncomfortable, but they rise to the occasion. At least take him down. I was about to say one of the best in the business towards ramp. Farley will have to deliver here. He's going to die to the flames. Not quite. 20 HP, and Glaive will have to put on a bit of an aim display here. Smoked off, though, however. Might try and make his way towards the silo, but also 1 step ahead of him. 4-on-2. Blame F residing towards Winded, the last line of defense here. If he can get a kill here, there's a chance. There's no bomb planter just yet. I know exactly where that planter is, and here's another opportunity, but Grim with a nice shot. That should be a...
Ali, we've already seen him try and clutch from this position once. This time
from the Danish sniper. He's got players all around him here towards lobby. And he'll pick up the first. What a trade come through. Nice smoke. Great smoke. Nothing they can do with it now. They have to go towards upper. They've got those outside smokes, but they are dissipating. 5-on-4. ASTRALIS with their best opportunity yet to close things out.
Zip's in the perfect position as well. If they do try and pincer towards this top side, he can just pivot out at any moment. JT's not going to be ready for a move like this and playing for info with 39 seconds on the clock. This is Zipx every day of the week. Now towards top, the mollies, the flashes, they're coming in, but they need to find the frags. Floppy's found one, Fang the other. They're in, but they need to get more of these kills. It's every single frag falling in the favor. It's just Farley. They just melted.
They were all there. They were all healthy.
He's gonna swing. He's gonna try and fight. Sure, give them something. That's a kill, but he should be one and done. Fang will find the trader's blame. I mentioned not known to be an AWP, but this is his time to shine. His moment in the sun right here. Malta, it's bloody hot, but it needs to get hotter now as the flames hit the feet. Forced back towards the decon door. Glaive's low, remember, and they know where he is, and he's also dead, so it's now just blame. He's got to do this alone.
Here he comes. He recovers the M4. More familiar territory, but no kit, no utility, and a long, long walk for what feels like an eternity round towards the single door position. I think CompLexity have done this. This could be enough now. It's a decent effort to open things up, but remember, he has no kit, and there we have it. Man on the CT side, but first kill almost eludes them. They'll actually open things up here with a couple, but still a lot of work to be done. The bomb goes down towards upper, and we've seen this bomb site melt a couple of times. Fortunately, looks like it's completely under control here, and Farley gets a very nice one to close things out.
He's coming alive as well. He's had some impactful
good,
kills. Yeah, he's actually been able to...
This angle, the swing out will come through, and Fang will take him down to 1 HP. Unfortunate there. Oh, does he spot him in the corner? Yep. He absolutely does. Config comes out on top, 4 versus 3, but still so many players just funneling out of this hub position. They actually have control, I would say, as well. Incendiary down towards the bomb site, but one received towards heaven as well. Also with the AWP. He's been great. We'll see whether he can continue this as Farley, man of the moment, flashed off and not taken down just yet.
I was going to say, they still hadn't dealt with him. He was just sitting there completely blind in main. Hauser will get it done. Coming out the heavens here, it's easy to stifle. This is just Zip. And that was a round that started with ASTRALIS openings, you know.
Very important kill. One which he'll convert. 73 HP, Halzerk feeling brave. With the AWP, I dare say he'll have this one.
Flash.
Very good flash. Good shot as well, 4 and 4.
Teamwork now, it's still staying paramount for CompLexity here. But the curious thing with ASTRALIS, if people take a look at some of the patterns that they've been rotating around the map on the CT side, it's strange. But it's
Config down there with him. Not going to pull the trigger just yet until it really matters. And now mowing them down, and there we have it. It's going to be 2-1. A nice clean finish there for ASTRALIS.
This is Halzerk swinging out, taking the fight. He's beat tagged, but he's going to get the kill. So Halzerk gets the better of the head to head of the AWPers. But speaking of head, there's someone above him. They might drop in any minute. That's Config.
He might as well. He knows he's low. Has he been detected,
Didn't
though?
hear him?
Apparently not, and he gets the double kill, Chad, but still at 3 on 3. Even situation, good reaction.
You need to get the bomb down. You need to get in the site right now. It's loose. They're dropping in. They're getting it down. It's Flame and Glaive, 2 players you'd want alive for this. The one way it's going to subside pretty quickly here.
This is going to get very dicey indeed. It's up to Glaive now, repositioning himself, but allows himself to be known. Back to the 2-on-2. Who comes out on top? The spam war's coming through. Lots of time left, and it's going to be a 2 versus 1. Down to Blame F. He's got a flank behind them. I don't think this is the correct call.
For that.
No, it's definitely not. Oh, he's got no chance at all now. I would say that's going to be it. That was an absolute fumble from ASTRALIS, Chad.
What a poorly played round that was in the mid round there. Floppy's position. Oh, yeah, for good reason. Zip doubles up. Fang and Floppy in the dirt, 3 on 3. But again, a 3 on 3 in the mid round from Glaive. That's what it needs to be. They're just pushing. Config now's got another. They know where the last player is. They know where the bomb is. It's stuck up towards the rafter. This is all JT. Config's going to get it done. 18 now for ASTRALIS.
Config just looks to take things into his own hands once again, but he's just running through utility now. And JT's got a guaranteed frag here. And looks like double overtime,
Yeah,
Chad.
double overtime is a delectable morsel on the menu right now. JT has warded them off, and now the bomb has been scooped. Kill.
Oh, hold on.
Speaking of ascent, up the ladder, it's not event position, but are you going to drop the bomb down, Blame? That's the question, or are you going to actually make the ascent yourself? Well, it'd be descent in this situation.
Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Speaking of ascent, up the ladder, it's not it's the kill, and Blame on 4 HP. Maybe he's done it. Halzerk to clutch again. The AWP, the Deagle, all the nades he can require right here. He's found the gap. He's threaded the needle. He's got this kill dead to rights. Farley's in the dirt right now, and that Molotov could get it done on its own. Just throw that. Watch it burn. Watch it burn. He's throwing one back to extinguish. He's got the kit. He's on the sit, and this should be it. Halzerk is going to take us to double overtime. 18-18. We go again.
That's amazing.
Config, another one of these maneuvers. This time, Fang's going to catch him off guard, but Zip had some space as well to work with. They're holding hands right now. They're holding on tighter CompLexity here.
And it's working. Not really any sort of response. The only damage they've done so far is through that speculative wallbang. AK-47s, Fang in the corner as well. They've got so much to check, and unfortunately, just pushed back once again. There will be ASTRALIS finding a couple of kills, make it 3 now. So they actually bounce back very nicely.
That was tidy work right there, isolating these fights here. You're expecting ASTRALIS looking for the space. They'll take the kills. In a misdirection, but they're coming out. Config, that's the bomb. Grim fortunately gets one back here. Blame pushes through the smoke, takes the fight. JT's found a kill elsewhere onto Zip as well. There's so much pressure. Fights everywhere across the map, but the bomb is still marooned right now, and Blame with the perfect time. 30 kills for him at this juncture.
Yeah, it's looking very good. Fang, might as well go for it. It is overtime. Certainly got a chance. The first shot won't be his though. Farley will bring it back to... Doesn't seem to be the case, but it will be the first couple of frags. Will they live to tell the tale? Glaive fighting back for his life here, trying to avoid triple overtime, and it's the AWP that's getting aggressive once again. Bombs down towards lower. Floppy is a menace. Keeps getting himself down towards that vent, and I dare say they've done it, Chad. That could be enough.
Hard round to win right now for ASTRALIS here. They've also heard the rotation for Farley down the vent, so he's dead to rights. Another body hits the deck, and it's just 2. Zip and Glaive, as this game feels like it's never going to end. They step into Floppy's domain, and now Glaive, in a 1-on-4, turned 1-on-3 by his own design, would have to do all this work with 20 seconds left on the clock. He smoked off the single door, doesn't have a bind for the molly. It comes out. Grim will get the kill, 21-21. He's now trying to position himself ahead of this to flash. It's good, but the kill was better. There is the trade from Grim, and now starting to work towards ramp. They know that's where Zip resides. Config's also dropped down to try and plug this gap. If they can just take these fights and confirm that type of a kill, there should be no pressure, no need to step on out.
It's a rough one. It's a very awkward angle. Back to a 3-on-3 we go. Nothing separating these two teams so far. 1 minute on the clock. Config, the only player down towards lower. He's got his work cut out for
The
him.
doors are open, and he's just waltzing around like nothing's coming his way.
Oh, there will be a lot coming his way, actually. It's going to be 3 players in front of him. The AWP towards the ramp itself, and that's rough. Config gets nothing done there whatsoever. A freebie for Fang. Wave away towards the double doors, and this one could be done already. Once the bomb's planted, they've already seen in a clean shot, and there we have it. Config didn't want to wait for his teammates. He wanted to take the fight straight away.
I don't know why he was so blindsided by the fact that they were already down ramp, because Farley just died 2-0 at ramp. But either way, like I mentioned before, I feel like CompLexity want to win this map a little bit more so than that of the Danes.
You might be right. Well, that's a very good way to kick things off. Very convincing shot as well to close things down. Bang. Fancies it. There's the flash. Gets nothing for it. If anything, he got a bit flashed by it himself. Brings it back to a 4-on-4, but these are scrappy rounds, to say the least.
Attempt there from Halzerk. He's going to quickly be on their tail. And Glaive, well, he's in lobby. He's just taking some fights. He's in, he's out, he's ducking all about, as it is just going to be Grim and Fang left alive. Now, considering how strung out ASTRALIS have been, if Fang and Grim stay together, they might be able to isolate a fight. Glaive will be the first. He's just going to take this one. He's lonesome. Thinks it smokes a wall. Grim's another, and again, we've seen this happen time and time again.
Yeah. Overcommitting to so many fights and clean shots. Clean as you like in CompLexity. Fang and Grim working in tandem here towards the upper bomb site. They've got plenty of time. They don't have to commit to this plan just yet, but they will. Farley with the one-way smoke. The orb so difficult to maneuver with towards heaven, trying to suggest he's dropped down. Zipex will get nothing from main entrance for now. How do they even get into this round?
It's so hard. Farley's at least spotted one towards the back of the side, but Fang's just shown himself hot, so Zip knows where both are. He has the kit, but only Flash. Well, I thought he knew where both were. Didn't Farley spot the side guy on the jump? Maybe didn't quite catch the top of the head there, and that's 23-21. Go B. They have to go into Zipex's domain. He's down here behind the site, needs to hit a couple of shots. The first is good. The pivot, not good enough. Halzerk survives. The bomb goes down. We have a 4. No, it doesn't go down. It's been denied. It's in the open right now. Farley's going to spill it even further. And fighting for survival are ASTRALIS just through the smokes. They're continuing to claw their way into this. That'll be their only round on the CT side of OT number 3. But it's something to work with here.
It's not pretty, but it will do for sure. Flamie doesn't quite convert the kill, but Grim certainly does. That's a nice one. Brings it back to a 4-on-4. JT looking for the double kill. Can't quite find it. Farley will keep things even for now, and it's back and forth, but 2 versus 1. Farley can't do it. I think he might be in trouble here. Looking for map points. There's CompLexity, and they've got it. 1 more will do it. Not for long, though. Grim wants that 3rd.
He's been great at the hut fight. He's done it again, and this time it will be the opening for CompLexity here. Halzerk, he's gone for a looky-loo. Glaive is down towards the secret position. They have to have a good idea that someone is down here. He is going to get flanked any second now. It just needs to be stalled out for a moment longer. Floppy just needs to survive. Glaive's going to try and make up the vent. They have to top split. They have to try and top split up the ladder. How's he been able to juke 2 of them? Grim on notice now towards the A site. I'm sure JT not too far behind, but Grim might do it on his own. Up the ladder they come. This is locked out. Blame, a 1-on-5 situation required. Here's 15 seconds left on the clock. No hope, no prayer. Dust 2, Henry, it's coming.
I think you might be right, and there it is. CompLexity have done it. It took a while.
Well, Blame back up. Wow, he might have to do a lot here. Zip's going to get run on down, or he should do eventually. He's thwarted, and flamie comes out for the final kill. So, finally the last man to fall for ASTRALIS. They're a great start for CompLexity. Now, let's see if they can keep it timing of when this default is taken. So, somebody like Blame F can activate late, look for multiple fights. He will only get one and done. The job's still completed here. Some issues for CompLexity when they're down a man.
Hinge smoke was everything. Isolated the player who was pushed up, and zywoo, he's taken a face full of flash, somehow gets a kill there as well. He'll take that all day long, considering as to what his position was, and Farlig, as you mentioned, well, they know they've gained some sort of access here, but okay, Zip, that's Fan going down, 3 versus 1 now, great stuff. Yeah, really well played from Farlig there.
That's what you want from your AWPer.
Yep.
That's exactly what you want.
To swing on the corner, I don't think he will. Oh, he fancies it, Chad. Definitely not the right move.
This is the issue now. The AWP, it's been tasked with holding the B bomb site, and that's just going to be Farlig. 1 AWP, 1 man, and 5 members of CompLexity charging his way. JT has made the call. They don't have another smoke for this mid to B cross here, so it will subside at some point. They have to come in through the upper tunnels, and which way is Farlig looking? Currently, the wrong way. Farlig, you poor lad. You've got the kill towards JT, but you need many more. He's found the second. There's a chance now.
All things considered, the situation he was in, they can't be too mad of that outcome. No smoke to block the doors, and they're taking advantage of this. Fang and flamie, though, decimate their opponents. Glaive and zywoo removed, and now just Blame F, who has got the kip, and AWP tested. Hit the Flames, not quite hitting his position, but the shots of the AWP are. First one lands to Farlig, but he'll need to find at least one more, I'd say, and there it is. While blind as well, gets Grim. 10 seconds, man advantage for ASTRALIS. They have to go for the plant here, and the flank towards CT spawn doesn't work out for them. An amazing clutch, quiet here, and flamie getting into that zone once again, 3-on-2. Zerglo upgrades to the AK-47 for the close range combat, does a little bit of damage, and now can flamie capitalize? He is a bit of a clutch master himself, but loses control of the spray, and there it is, the defuse for ASTRALIS coming in, quite comfortable towards the end.
Way needs to hit some shots here. Config lost in the smoke, needs a kill, need to see him activate here. Glaive's got 1, now it's Config's turn. He's in the thick of things, they have a very good idea that something's awry. Glaive's found 2 on 5 HP, but they're still in.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. 35 seconds, and the timing doesn't work out for flamie whatsoever. Looking towards shore, but it's the long flank that comes through. Man advantage and HP, it has to be said, for ASTRALIS. They'll definitely be going for this one.
Oh, the nade, look at this, perfect.
Perfect.
Oh!
Quite alive and kicking. Zerg will have to replicate Glaive's antics towards the back platform. He finds 2 kills, that will be enough. Flashbang is decent though, this kill is everything and not meant to be. CompLexity will give this round up. Another decent retake from ASTRALIS there, Chad, has to be said. Towards the tunnels, needs to hold on tight. Can't afford to give this one up, and he has. It's Config with a lovely shot on that P250. Hasn't quite got the AK-47 though, but he's being a real nuisance. Flamie will push him back. An advantage once again, denies the access to the rifle. Flashbang towards the top as well. And we're actually pushing in towards A. So JT leading the charge once again, happy to throw himself in for the Lion's Den, and it might cost him the round, Chad. It's the AWP that's floundering. They didn't go in together. Oh, that's an amazing shot. The 5-7 at that range is unbelievable. Flamie now, no chance. And that's essentially an eco victory for ASTRALIS. Didn't bring much at all. He's first man in. Flamie will be dropped. JT will have to make up for it now. The swing will come through. Flashbangs deployed. Can he make anything of it? The CT's just mauling them with the utility at this stage. HE kills. Molotovs as well. Config on the B push. That's clean as you like. 7-5 here as this first half. It will start with this push here. This is the shot, but Blame. Oh, wow, okay. A chance here. Decent incendiary, but a couple of amazing shots. They're really trying to force the issue now. Running through the Flames. Ali knows he's got him out. 2 more seconds.
Oh, this might be good.
Grenade. A lot of damage being inflicted here. That should do it. Even if he goes down now, he's done his job. And there it is, 2-on-2. Config has got control of the bomb, I believe.
Yeah, they got to go back and get this. Config might win the round right here, right now. That's unusual.
How has he missed it?
Config known for hitting those type of shots here. Puts all the pressure on the in-game leader.
By his standards, yeah, that's an easy one.
It's the same with Blame. How did he miss that opening kill as well, right? And then you have the long fight that came into players in this round. Should never have been in this situation.
We said how many kills can they get? This is how the round started, right? It was what, P250s and Deagles. And right now, it's whether Glaive can even save his AK-47.
Is he going to give this a go? If he runs out long doors right now, he's just going to get smited down. The AWP's ready. He doesn't need the save.
Okay, I like that.
Glaive's had enough. Glaive's had enough. Boys, do I have to do this
I'll show
alone?
you how it's done.
I gotta lead, I gotta shoot, I gotta clutch, I gotta do everything right now. I just need you guys to get one apiece.
Oh, he's
just
gonna
give
go
me
for the
something
jump
to
kill.
work with here. Glaive's still got time. He's still got time. There's a kit in play, and Fang's gonna win the round. Deservedly so. I think that CompLexity, much tidier, boosted up in the formation towards short. Farley, he's been great on the AWP. He's been the beacon of hope for Astralis on Dust 2 here. He's been the best player so far.
That's a good point. But can they close it out? Config seems to think so. Gives it up perhaps, but Zipex will be there to pick up the pieces. Still, a man advantage, 4-on-3. MP9 maybe the perfect weapon for the job here. Actually finds an AK-47. There's the UMP.
Up and
it's
over.
doing God's work out there. Also not so much, as he does make up for it on the second shot. No HP, and I dare say that HP will take him out of the equation. We split it right down.
I don't know how the bookmakers do it. 1x bet odds still has Charles is the favorite here. Maybe the pistol round will change that. A goosh into the teammate right there as Farley's dead. It's Blame backing off. His signature move as it's two ready to groove in the sight. Glaive's got one. Config dropping down like Spider-Man. It's giving them something to work with here. A situation they might be able to turn on its head.
Not much, but something.
A glimmer.
Exactly. The bomb is out of their control. They have just a flashbang. I say just, it could be enough in this sort of round. Two CTs waiting on the other side. Make it three now. Torzo joins them from the long double doors. They've given that away. The swing will come through, and now a good chance to get the bomb planted. Glaive, he's actually booking it towards the B-bomb site. He gets a kill here, Chad.
Bit of a Benny Hill situation here. He might be able to make his way back up short if he really wants. Glaive, I've seen you do crazy things from this position before.
I should have maybe just ran for the bomb. I'm not sure, but there's the first. All right.
The flash, there's the go. He needs to hit this fight. It's Glaive. He's battling for his life. 5 HP and will be finished off. It is a close round, all things considered, but 8-8. Oh, what is happening?
I don't know. I've lost track of the round. Farley's on the A side. His teammates are dropped outside the long doors.
Retaking short.
Well,
I'm losing my mind.
finally, there'll be a kill and a really sloppy spray from JT. He'll yield another kill here. They can't connect the dots here towards the B-bomb side, so it's open. As you mentioned, I like this from Config. Suggesting he's in the bomb side, but he's in front of the smoke. Still the man advantage of CompLexity, but I'm not sure they deserve it. We'll see what happens. This is rough as you like.
Config, where are you headed? Your teammate's on 9 points of health. He's playing for the clutch, he's playing for the win. He's hoping that Glaive can buy enough time. You can see the plant there, it's elevated, but now he hasn't been able to make the kill. It's just Glaive. Just get this kill and get on the defuse.
You know where he is.
They can stick it. He's going to be able to be safe behind the wall. There's no way that Config can contribute to here. He should be stunned, he should be stunted, and he will be.
What a round.
He spotted it, he's seen it. Does he expect another to come past? I don't know if the information went both ways, but finally we'll get the better of him. Scrappy onto the spam, but Halzert goes down, and
Both CTs here.
they're turning this one on its head. 20 seconds left. They're going to commit into the site. Grim's dead, and so is Fang. So handled. Back in the winning ways are Astralis. A good round. We want to get up mid, so there's a leak in this boat. And
No,
we're
not
starting
like
to
this,
flood. There's a bit of a flood coming, boys. It's getting
Hold on,
out
what's
of
going
control
on?
right
What's
now.
going
Get
on?
your buckets. Can't keep our head above
Take it on water.
Oh, dearie me.
That one almost fell apart. The flop, can he be stopped? It's Fang to take first contact. It's a great first contact. It's going to be the first kill in his favor. And here comes Floppy. He's looking very comfortable here, Chad. Nothing to be said. Farley will have to fall back. And there we have it. Another round of CompLexity.
Well, we might get caught off guard here. Poor Farley. Just going to go down to Grim on that fast flank, up to 19 kills now. Grim having a bit of a game. 17 for Halzert.
That is a problem. Oh, there's a freebie available. Fang can't believe his luck towards these mid doors. And I dare say Halzert almost went down there as well. Here he comes, though. The shooting gallery has been set up. Take your shots, see what you can find, and he's hitting them all. 5-7 through the smoke, and that's a nice shot from Config, but I think it's all for naught. This was a full buy, Chad. If he gets 1 mil kill, I guess that's something. We go 14-10, maximum loss bonus with no plant going down. They have got the full buy, and it will be the first kill for Glaive. Fang getting a taste of his own medicine, and boy, is it bitter.
Oh, this is going to put a lot more pressure over towards this B site, and for once, it's not Floppy there. It's actually going to be JT, so the setup looking a little bit different. JT needs to make sure he stays alive. The worst thing he could possibly do is stomach a death. As Halzert coming back, he's going to walk into the scope, and Farley has been great on the AWP. Halzert down. Now they know it's going to be likely one player towards B. That AWP removed, 2 players towards A. They're still going to start running out short here, looking for what they can find. And that's Farley. That's secured the B site. They need to pivot back now.
Sort of believing in Grim.
It's because Floppy's still alive. Grim's here towards Goose. He's going to get cleared. Now it's Floppy in a 1-on-5, so a lifeline for Astralis.
Good grenades. Fang joining him, and you're right. This is the moment now. Can he rise to the occasion? Needs a couple of kills at the first bullet, doesn't connect. Second is beautiful though, 5 on 4. Series point for CompLexity. Grim chimes in as well, 5 on 3. A couple more kills will do it and call it done. CompLexity with the reverse sweep. They go 2-1 in the opening game.